Hey, it's Dan McDonald. I am Life Regenerator here on YouTube. I'm at the Kauai Farmacy, and Taylor here is going to explain to me what it is that I've been using on my face every day at the house. Everyone here at the Kauai Farmacy is really excited about the new herbal offering. They're finding new ways to use the plants and get them out into the world so that people can experience the love of the Aina. So please, Taylor, tell me what this thing is and how you make hydrosols.
All right, thank you. This is a steam distillation system, and to produce the hydrosol, we are going to be using local Kauai spring water. And essentially, we'll fill up about 2 gallons of spring water in here and separate it through a screen of plant matter, either tea tree, comfrey, or tulsi. And then we will steam the plant matter so that the water inside the plant evaporates, as well as the phytochemicals and essential oils. They'll volatilize as well. And then they'll come through this tube where they are being cooled through a hydro cooling system. We have like a bucket or cooler of ice water that cools it so that the gaseous state of the medicine can be condensed down into liquid. And then it just drips on down and pours into the glass here.
Wow.
So it's really interesting because you get the essential oil from the plants. We're not separating out the oils from the water. As you would typically do, this is how you would distill essential oils out of a plant. You would just kind of cut off the top layer of oil and sell essential oils, but we're keeping it in with the water, which an important note to add is that the water is vibrationally attuned to the plant. So kind of like in homeopathy, water has a high resonance capacity. It's able to contain information for, I don't even know if you can temporarily like quantify how long water holds energy. So you're getting the vibration of the plant in the water while also getting the phytochemicals and the phenolic compounds contained in the essential oils.
Wow.
I hope that makes sense.
No, that's an
But it's really cool because it's like simulating the water cycle. You know, you're evaporating, and then it's in gas, and then it kind of rains down. So you're kind of getting this earthy.
Each one of the hydrosols has a different structure, a different information, energy.
Totally, and it's attuned from the plant, and as well as the compounds that the plant produces, which I should add is going to be variable to the climate, the weather, the moon. If we have extra insects, herbivory is high, your plants can be producing a lot more self-defense chemicals, which is actually the medicine that we are using.
For our own healing and health of our, the tea tree, the tulsi, the comfrey, each one with different medicinal properties.
Exactly, and it's always in response to the macrocosm, the microcosm. It's all reflected into the water, essentially.
Taylor, that was really epic, man. Thumbs up for Taylor on that one. Everybody else is excited too, so and each person, thanks Taylor, but as each, why don't you come up, Doug? We were planning this video, which is just real spontaneous today, and everyone had a different perspective and insight, and so I'm just going to bring everyone to share a little bit about what they love about the hydrosols, and maybe you can tell us how the hydrosols even came to be. I mean, how did they get birthed out of, they're a new thing.
Yeah, they're a new thing, and I got to say, most of our products are internal products, so you take them through the mouth, and what you learn with the hydrosols is this, the skin is basically known in Chinese medicine as your third lung, and as a result, it can breathe and it can take in all kinds of energy, and when you start using our products through your skin, you realize that in order to heal yourself, heal your toes, heal your knees, heal your shoulders, you don't have to necessarily digest the medicine through your digestive tract. You can go directly to the zone. So something like comfrey, which is renowned as knit bone, calming the nervous system, it's got that healing powers of the allantoin. If you're trying to heal, say, an elbow injury or a shoulder, you're just going to go right onto the elbow, and then you don't have to go through the GI tract, which is a nice feature. And then the more and more you use it, the more and more you become aware of how accepting and receiving your skin actually is to the energies that are out there.
Or ill.
Yeah, both. And then you become more, again, the awareness. And talk about awareness. The Tulsi really is the. So I mentioned comfrey, really great for bones and muscles. I spray it on before I play basketball. I spray it on anytime I want to stretch my hamstrings or stretch my legs out. It's great for before and after yoga. And then the Tulsi is going to be excellent for overall awareness and spirituality. It's, again, you can't imagine, as you start to use these herbs, you become so in tune with the individual frequency of the individual plant themselves. So the Tulsi, again, the awareness is key as to what's going on in your environment. And then again, lastly is this tea tree known as, big antifungal, viral. It's got everything that's going to keep all the bugs and anything else like that away, any viruses. But then again, on the flip side, very restorative and very regenerative.
I had an infected toe, this one over here, when I was out on the Kalalau Trail, and Dakota was dousing me like 2 or 3 times a day with the tea tree, and it just after about 3 weeks of it just being overloaded, it only took about 3 days, and then the inflammation went down, the infection. So yeah. I was like, okay.
Yeah, the convenience factor of these is amazing, and that's why we're spraying it all over ourselves.
Right. And me too, big time.
It's just very convenient.
Hey, Josh!
Spray. And the thing is with the tea tree is it's amazing to see the tea tree. You can actually, the tea tree oil is something in the health food store you would never touch your eyes with because of the way they process the tea tree plant. But this tea tree hydrosol, the way we process it, is totally okay to get in and around the eyes. At least in my experience, I haven't felt. So it still has that alkaline. It's not acidic. It doesn't get into the eyes and do. So you learn a lot about the way.
It's like homeopathy almost in a sense. It's not so concentrated.
Not so concentrated, but it's also because of the way we process it, and it's just a gentler, cleaner frequency.
Yeah, I like the comfrey. I spray the comfrey on because comfrey is good for the bones, the skin, the teeth. And I like to just spray it on my skin before I put on actually the comfrey salve. As a matter of fact, it just holds in moisture. And so I made a joke. That's why I'm so handsome, and everybody thought that was funny. Of course, we could never repeat that joke because it was among friends, and I don't want to, Okay, there we go. Jenna, your turn. Get me out of here. Thanks, Doug. That was
right on.
What do we got from you, Jenna? I know you have a unique perspective on some of these amazing. You were telling, you were the one that inspired me this whole video, really, because you were telling me about the reason why you guys started making these in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, what we've come to know is that our gardens are in full bloom right now, and we have an abundance of produce, and there's just many, many different lifestyles out there, and not everybody can make tea or make a green drink in the morning or a smoothie and add our powders, or they're not into cooking or whatever. But they want the health benefits of these herbs that are growing here in abundance. So we're like, okay, let's make this into something that is adaptable for people, that they want to use it topically. And a lot of healing, I always say this, happens from the outside in and the inside out. As Doug described with the third lung and breathing it in through your skin, you absorb it, you're a sponge. You take in just as much, you take in the environmental toxins around you, you're gonna also be able to take in the herbal vapors from these hydrosols, and that's going to combat it. It's going to protect your liver from the damaging free radicals that are out there, right? So we really want to use this in our daily. I use it as a daily conditioner for myself as well, so I think that's really funny.
Your skin? Yes,
I do, yeah. And then I use it. I do a comfrey face mask as well, so I'm always cleaning my skin first with my tea tree, and that's going to disinfect, and so I'll spray with the tea tree. That gets me cleansed, gets my pores ready and open to receive, and then I go ahead and I do my comfrey face mask, a video for another time. But I use these hydrosols in very different ways. I love the Tulsi hydrosol. It really is helpful for my children. Great for like skin, so any like scrapes, abrasions, they get boo-boos all the time. We live on a farm, so they're always going to come home with some sort of a boo-boo. So it's a really nice just little thing. It also calms the respiratory, it calms the breath. So that's the first thing you want to do when you have an injury or a scrape, is you want to calm the breath. So really, really good.
Tulsi's known for that.
Yeah, and this is the
Ayurveda.
Krishna Tulsi. It's one of the varieties of Tulsi we grow.
Respiratory. I mean, I actually
Great
use it
decongestant.
for my lungs.
Yeah, you can use it as an inhaler, like Dan just did. You can also just spray it on your children's linens or around and have them have it perfume the air. And that just aromatherapy, that vapor filling up your lungs is going to break up mucus and really be helpful for the wellness of your children if you have it. And it's a great disinfectant also.
Epic. Thanks,
Awesome.
Jenna.
Right on.
I got one last lady to call in here. Miss Busy. Will you give us, Sarah? We love having you.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, no, we love having you on video. And I know you have another unique perspective to share on these hydrosols.
Right, yeah.
You use them?
Yeah, I use them all the time. I've had a lot of fun with these hydrosols. The tea tree is great because tea tree is all over the farm and it's the only way that we use our tea tree. So you don't want to take it internally. So if you want to use tea tree, use our hydrosol.
So you want to have the medicinal effects, but tea tree's not taken.
Exactly. Yeah.
You have to, even the oil can be.
It can be really intense. Yeah, I can't use the oil, just straight oil. Even a carrier oil is too much, but the hydrosol is nice.
Yeah.
So I can use a little bit on like cuts, like scrapes, things like that. I use the Tulsi more so for cuts and scrapes, even though, because I just can use anything after getting in the ocean, spray off. Bug bites, jellyfish bites is antihistamine, so the Tulsi is wonderful for that. But then the
swelling of
swelling,
certain
yeah,
types.
any like red inflammation on the body.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, even like acne, anything like that would be really great. Like even with your
Exactly.
facial regimen, you could do that as your toner. So I would
That's
use.
a brilliant
yeah,
idea. The tea tree and the Tulsi. Which
Yeah.
one would you? What would you suggest for like acne? Let's say. Which one?
I probably do the Tulsi for acne.
Oh, really?
And then I mean the comfort would be really well both. So the comfort is going to help restore the skin, help the skin grow, and the Tulsi is going to help fight like the bacteria on the skin.
Yeah.
So you could do both and then let it kind of sit on your skin for a little bit and then add moisture onto your skin.
Wow.
So I would do that, maybe finish it with the coconut oil or something.
Told you.
Yeah.
That's why. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Epic.
Yeah, and the comfrey also so great for after yoga if you stretch too much or any sport that you might do, but it's definitely helped me with my joints, like knees and stuff if I overstretch.
Spray it
So,
on.
yeah.
Rub it in.
Yeah, totally.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
I'm
welcome.
gonna finish out this video.
All right, bye guys.
Yeah, I'm just having fun. I'm learning right along with you. Here's the money shot over here. And I am, like I told you before, maybe you don't know, but this was the first place that I lived on the island of Kauai. And my heart is here. And as I've gotten to take these herbs into my body and get to know the people here who work here and Doug and Jenna who own it, I've just been really inclined to do my very best to make these herbs available to you and to help them to grow, because what they're doing here is pristine, it is divine, it is high integrity, and it's divine commerce. And the world needs to know how to use herbs, and it needs to be brought back to life, because in the early 1900s, the Rockefeller said, out with the herbs and in with the pills. And ever since then, I've been fighting for in with the herbs and out with the pills. So here I am doing my job, my love for plants, for nature, for life.